the word approval,
Yes, Madam.
approved projects, has no other meaning.
We-
Which part of approved projects is confusing?
We apologize for that, Madam. But insofar as the accomplishment of the Climate Change Commission, Madam, we
Give me a list then. Not
Yes.
an approved project, but show me something.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
am I supposed to defend this na wala akong makitang matino?
yes, ma'am, we
Puro
provide the,
kapulastugan eh.
We
Lista
pro-
kayo ng lista eh. Napuntahan lang pala ninyo. Ako din, napuntahan ko rin yung Rizal Kalinga. Napuntahan ko rin ang Claver. At napuntahan ko ang Sarangani at Eastern Samar. Taga doon kami eh. Eh
Yes.
wala namang project doon eh.
yes, Madam.
Eh ba't natin lilinlangin ang taong bayan? At bakit kayo bibigyan ng budget? Ba't ninyo sasabihin approved project? Hindi naman pala totoo. Aasahan niya ng madla. Aasahan niya ng mga waray. Aasahan ng mga ilonggo. Ba't naman kayo ganyan?
Madam Chair, if I may be allowed to clarify po, we did not list those projects under the approved LGU proposals. There may have been a confusion or
No, it's not a
miscommunication.
confusion. Ay.
Ma'am, in our copy po, it's only a separate chapter of
No,
the
but
other LGU.
Eh, kanina nga,
Proposals, ma'am,
yung mga
yung-
kulang pa ng financing document.
Yes,
Kasi
ma'am,
sabi
tama
lang
po
ni
yun.
Director, mag-usap kaya kayo, hindi kayo nagkakapareho ng sagot.
Ma'am, parang
Kasasabi
pareho po,
lang
we
niya
just
yung isang
compared.
batch, pending financial documentation.
Correct, ma'am.
Eto,
Opo.
pending everything. Hindi pa
Yes, ma'am.
nakikita ng board. Eh, tigilan niya yung paglilista ng mga hindi pa tapos. Ano ba? Anyway, sa madaling sabi, wala kayong project. Oh, 32.2% out of the 2024 million budget, only 32% was obligated. And even less was disbursed. What's the reason for this hapless obligation and disbursement rates? Kasi 65.9 million lang ang nagastos sa 204. Pwede bang umuwi na? Nakapagod. Po, bakit hindi nakakapag-disburse?
Madam Chair,
Alam nyo, Director Narag, nag-a-approve kayo ng higit sa budget ninyo, samantalang yung disbursement and obligation rate ninyo nasa 32%. Taga-DOF ka, is this responsible financial management?
Madam Chair, all the LGUs are also complying with the DBM
No, they're
policies in
No,
terms of
they're not.
SARO
You're
and
at 32%, dear.
Chair, I think it's the process really is delegated to the LGUs in terms of how they would do the procurement, comply with the work and financial plan. So while we're able to secure
Eh,
in
anong
advance,
apog ninyo humingi pa ng karagdagang budget na ganito nga yung disbursement rate?
Chair, the budget for those approved, meaning per definition of the board, per the approval of the board.
Hindi ito project. Nasa ibang topic na ako, sumurrender na ako sa approved. Kasi linilito lang ninyo kami na hindi kami makapagbasa ng approved project. Kaya lumaktaw na ako sa ibang topic. Nasa topic na tayo sa inyong budget ng 2024. Sa available appropriation ng 204 million sa CCC, ang naobliga lang is 65.956 million or 32.2%. The submission derives from your office. I am merely parroting what you were given my office. Alam mo, bigay ko na lang yung mga tanong sa inyo kasi napapagod na ako na nangyayari sa buhay natin. Wala kayong sagot sa lahat ng tanong.
Madam Chair, I said earlier we had the updated record at September
Well then, how much have you
18.
spent so far? What, if you are contesting the amount of 65 million, how much have you spent of the 204?
As of September 15, Madam Chair, it's 56.4%, which is 5% higher compared to...
I wouldn't be proud of that. You
we're-
have one single quarter left,
that's also
and you have
because
almost half of your budget to go?
Based on last year, Madam Chair, we are 5% higher, but traditionally the programs and projects of CCC are at the latter end, second half of the year.
We are in the second half
Yes,
of
Madam
the
Chair.
year.
So we're rolling
We
out.
only have 1 quarter left. Can you submit that and tell me how you're going to spend your entire budget and thereafter ask for more money having not spent your budget? Ano
Certainly,
ba?
Madam Chair.
Taon-taon ganito tayo, no? Your proposed budget by cost structure, the budget for general administration and support is 67.19 or almost 70% is overhead. Tapos yung operations na may overhead rin ay nasa 37.5%. Ibig sabihin, lahat sahod. Kaya wala tayong project dahil lahat ng gastos napupunta sa sahod, biyahe, gastos at iba pa. Can somebody answer? 67.19% is general administration gas support. The budget for operations is 37.5%. Kaya nga, this is very clear. This makes it very clear why we have no projects. You're just paying yourselves. Any explanation? Wala rin. Okay. So may I have a breakdown of your gas account because your PS alone is 77%. Alam ninyo, sa LGU, kanina pa yung CC ninyo sa LGU, hanggang 42% lang ang gasto sa PS. Kayo namamayagpag sa halos 80% or double of the allowable total average. You're supposed to enhance LGU capacity. How can you ever do this given your budget structure consisting almost entirely of sweldo?
If I may, we're getting support through SICA. We're also getting support from
Through?
our SICA
Through what?
congressional. Congress introduced change in a
I don't know.
change,
If you don't know, I don't know.
and apart from that,
What did you say? From
SICA po,
congressional
congressional-
insertions? From when?
congressionally introduced changes or adjustments, or SICA, Madam Chair, for certain projects that we
No,
have.
you
We're
cannot
also,
possibly justify this.
Madam
Puro
Chair,
sahod lang kayo. Paano kayo mag-enhance ng anumang capacity ni sino man?
um,
Liit-liit ng ang liit-liit ng operations ninyo. Yung operations naka-built-in pa yung gasto, yung kwan doon, yung overhead doon. Talagang walang patutunguhan to, puro sweldo lang eh.
that's why, Madam Chair, we're working
O,
on increasing the
okay.
budget.
So why don't we
to have
go
more
to the COA
programs.
finding? Airline tickets not liquidated, misappropriation of excess cash advance. Bakit nagkakaganito? Napakasimple naman bumili ng ticket.
We've worked on that, Madam Chair. In fact, for the last 9 years naman, unmodified opinion ng
No.
COA.
According to the COA report, this is the COA report I'm reading. Yeah. They were not liquidated within the time period. They were not bought or procured properly.
We're preparing the report for that, ma'am.
Okay, you had 42 foreign travels in 2023.
2020.
How many in 2024? And how many are booked for 2025? Sana all. Yes, I need an explanation of the COA report. You already know that foreign travels, excessive foreign traveling has been the issue with your commission aside from non-performance. So
Yes, Madam
I
Chair.
would have thought that you had an explanation for all this, but apparently not. So 42 foreign travels, 2023. Do you know where you went in 2024? Do you know where you're going in 2025? May I know?
Madam Chair, for the calendar, usually the participation of the Climate Change Commission is on capacity building
Just give me a
programs.
number. I keep saying, this is a budget hearing. I am not here to discuss your dreams and
I was-
your...
I was going to that
Future.
point, Madam Chair.
can we just get to the number?
For the scheduled or should be programmed would be the Conference of Parties or COP, which happens every year.
Yes, give me a
and
number.
SB.
How many trips are you taking? How many of you are going? Okay, since you don't know the answer and I'm exhausted and irritable, I think you should submit it.
Yes, Madam Chair.
2022, 2020, well, 2023.
2023 and
Sabi niyo
2024.
42. O, yung 2024, di nyo alam. O, alam niyo.
I'm looking for it, Madam Chair. Sorry.
It's not a trick question. Kayo nagbiyahe. Dapat alam niyo kung umalis kayo. Ay, nako. At saka 2025, all the meetings are scheduled 3 years in advance. Ano ba? Bakit wala kayong bilang dyan? Okay, according to the COA report, purchases of office inventory and semi-expendable property did not undergo procurement and were only paid through reimbursement. Is there an explanation? Have you settled this with COA? Is COA around? Yes, Mr. Palitik. These findings of COA about the airline tickets, may sagot na ba sila sa inyo?
No agency action plan was submitted as of today, ma'am.
Until today, when were these observations provided by COA to them?
This was raised March or April this year, 2024.
So no answer since March.
Yes.
Did they tell you if they intend to answer? Or deadma forever?
We are still waiting for their agency action
So you
plan.
haven't heard from them at all? No response to the observations of COA and no communication as to their willingness to come to terms.
During the exit conference, ma'am,
There's an
they
exit
provided
conference.
their
Kailan yung
explanation.
exit conference po?
Last June 2023. April 2023.
Oh,
Ay,
in
2024, ma'am, 2024.
Yun na nga, pero March, April, tama ka, mula noon, wala ka na narinig sa CCC. Tama?
If I may, Madam Chair, after the exit conference and we were provided the audit findings for 2023, the Climate Change Commission worked on answering all of them.
Kaya
but I
nga,
was
but
made
you
to
haven't-
understand
You haven't worked hard enough. It's
uh,
already September. This was April.
we are going to submit that, Madam Chair. I was told that there are some areas in the audit findings that we still need to work on, but we will submit this as soon as we can, Madam Chair.
As soon as we can is not a date. May I have a date?
We can do it by this week, Madam Chair. We will submit by this week, Madam Chair.
I don't know. It's COA. It's COA that has to come back to me and tell me that you've complied or at least done something about all these COA findings. Okay. I think I can't make any headway with your budget, and with that, please submit all the required documentation. I am not a patient person. I believe I've been hugely patient, but I am unable to derive information or cooperation from your end. That being the case, I defer the budget of the Climate Change Commission. This happens every year. I wish you would prepare a little better and give us more information. Every year we are deferred. This is not how it should be. With more cooperation from your side, you saw how expeditiously the other agencies are dealt with. But since you have no information at all, and submit strange and deceptive data, I think I am obliged as subcommittee I to recall you subject to the submission of the information requested. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair.